Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here, and welcome to BMTV. And this week we are once again joined by the wonderful and quite hairy-faced Alberto Falcone. Alberto, hello.
Oh, first of all, thank you very much to invite me again after this period 2 or 3 months ago, and I'm very happy to be here with you and to do this interview or this speech. I don't know how to call it. At the moment, I'm not, as you can see, in my laboratory that is in Spain, because I'm in Italy. And in this moment, I'm doing something really different. I'm helping a friend of mine that she manages a restaurant. So I'm helping in this restaurant, make like a waiters and something. I'm learning different things,
oh, right.
And I have also made quite good meeting with people in this industry that before I didn't know, and it's quite interesting.
Yeah,
it's really I'm enjoying it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I was a terrible waiter. I can tell you that now. I used to be a waiter at a hotel called Gleneagles up in Scotland. And I was very, very, very bad. I kept forgetting things. I didn't know the difference in one kind of steak and another. They put me in the bar. I was so bad at being a waiter. So that's impressive. It's a hard job.
Yeah, it's something that I'm happy to learn. And I don't forget the things when they make me the order.
Okay.
But I'm very terrible with the glasses. I already broken him quite a lot.
Okay. Well, it's good that you're keeping busy during this lockdowny sort of period that we are having. But you have not kept away from balloons at all, have you? So you've still been working with balloons, of course. And today you're going to show it. In fact, I don't know what you're going to show us because I forgot to ask you. So I'm just going to let you surprise me.
No, I just prep a small column that the people can repeat and replicate. Is a column that looks like the Greek column.
Oh.
So something quite ancient that could be good for some kind of decoration. And especially if they put over the column, I have nothing to put over, but if they put over the column something quite classic, quite maybe goldish and classic. All my design will be in white. You know, I'm not in my laboratory, and this is one of the things that happened, because here to my mom's house, I had only a quite good range of white color.
Okay.
So I have to.
Okay, well, let's go. I look forward to seeing it.
Yeah. So I start as often I do with the base, and I use 11-inch white, and I inflate them about to 6.5 inch. And I use 4 of them to make a cluster. Okay, the duplet, and then the second duplet. I need 2 clusters. The first one is exactly this one. So I already told you 11-inch inflated to 6.5. And a second cluster is done out made out with 5-inch, and I inflate them to 3-inch, about 3. I'm using a hand pump, so if you want to make this, I used like 8 strokes of pump, and to do this is just 1.
Okay.
There is a big difference in between the 2 clusters as a size, so I can obtain something that I like, this design of the shape of the base.
Yeah.
And then you or who want to repeat it has to tie them together as tight as possible, really tight. I use the neck of one of the 11-inch and I turn around several times in this way. So the two clusters are very, very tight.
Okay.
This is the base.
Yeah.
I have already done it because I have put also a water weight. You can also use other kind of weight, of course. In this case, as water, you can use a sand weight or the plastic weight. Is up to you.
Yeah.
But it's necessary to have it. It's mandatory, absolutely. And now I can continue. I need the top of the column, because the column normally has the base, and on the top I repeat exactly the same, but opposite.
Yeah.
Even the size are not exactly the same. This one is exactly the same. So I need another cluster, 4 balloon cluster, 5-inch inflated to 3-inch, and the second cluster is done with 5-inch. I have to stretch them, so I inflate them very well, totally over the size, and then I inflate them to 4.5 inch. If you use a hand pump like me, are like 3 strokes. 1, 2, 3. Even in this case, I have already done part of the of this. This is the normally is called the capital of the column. So it's the top of the column. I have 2 clusters again, another time. I repeat you, 5-inch inflated to 4.5, stretch balloon. This is really important. And the 5-inch inflated to 3-inch. And again, I can join them together as tight as possible. So the base and the capital looks really similar. This is important. In the middle, to make the column, I use the 646Q. Is this big balloon, and I have to double stuff. Not to change the color. Now is very typical to double stuff balloon to change color to obtain often the these chalky color or very, very fashion. Now in this case we don't have to change the color. We have to have a more form balloon for this.
So it's just to make it more solid.
More solid, yeah. That's quite important. I inflate them with 18 strokes, but is absolutely up to you. Yeah. It depends if you want to have a shorter or larger or higher column. It is up to you. In this case, I have also some need with the camera, so I didn't do it too tall because otherwise I go out from the camera. And I do a tie. I tie it to close them, the balloon, but I tie also the opposite part, the opposite tip of the balloon here in this way. So I can how to say compress the air inside. Yeah. Could be good to say in this way. So it's really much more solid in this case. And I can tie directly this column to the base. Another time I use the neck. I pull it very well and I tie it by making some by wrapping around sometimes around the base in this way. For the capital of the column, is better. I suggest you to use only one of these 646. So I have cut the tip of them, and I cut also the one that is inside. I don't need any more. and now I can use only one. Is more elastic.
Okay.
Is easier to tie if you want to use it. By the way, the knot of this 646 must be over the first cluster.
Okay.
Between the cluster, if you want. So the first things I do normally is to put the knot in between the clusters, and then I use these two balloons to fix it. Just twisting them a couple of times.
Yeah.
And then I use an inflated part of the 646 to close it, to tie it better. Okay. So in this way, my parts of the column are really tight together, and this is quite important. Now I want to finish the column. No, before to finish the column, I want to explain you how to do this typical circle that you can find in these Greek columns. I don't know if you can visualize the column. Normally, the Greek has these
kind of spiral type things.
Yeah, spiral. And you can do by using 5-inch again. This is overinflated, so I can stretch it very well. And then at the end, I inflate with 1, 2, 3 pumps, hand pumps. I need 2 of them, and I use them exactly in the same way. So stretch them, and 1, 2, 3 hand pumps. I suggest you to squeeze it then a little bit, so become much softer. And I need to join also a really small bubble. It's like a couple of inch, no more.
Okay.
I'm using again a 5-inch. And I have to do an apple distortion now. So I push the neck of this 5-inch together with the neck of the small bubble.
Mm-hmm.
I pinch them the other side of the 5-inch, in this way. And then I tie them by using half 260 cube uninflated. In this way, these two parts are very well connected.
Yeah.
I repeat the same with the second one. A small bubble. You can also size it by using the previous one. And then again, make the apple twist and tie with a piece of 260. And now I can tie them together as tight as possible by using the 260 I have on the back. Really tight. You can cut the rest of the 260 if you want. You don't use anymore. And now, by using a 260Q, I inflate it with 1-2 pump only, and I squeeze it once, just a little bit. Not too much. So I can create like a circle in between the two apple twists.
Okay, yeah.
In this way. I tie, making this circle. And now I can. I have one more detail. Sorry, I need another 5-inch. Only one hand pump. It means like 3-inch, and I split it in 2 bubbles. like this. And I put it exactly here, where you have the join of the 260, the knot. You have to pass it under the knot in this way. Okay? This is very, very useful later because it gives stability to this part of the column. And now I can tie together. Another one I have already done before. So I have the two 260s.
Yep.
So I can tie them together, giving a little gap in between, something like this.
Yeah.
So it's easy now to pass through the clusters. In this way. I hope you can see.
Yeah.
I'm passing with the gap through the clusters. And I can find the best position for me. In this moment, but it's not really finished, is this. I have done two more, exactly like before. I leave the gap, so I can tie them. And again, find the position. So you can already see the typical shape of this kind of column, but you have to finish it even with the two more 260Q. And creating two circles exactly here, so you can give more stability in between the clusters of the base and the column. And you have to tie them as tight as possible. In this way. Normally, I do also a small pinch twist here. Exactly here. I hope you can see because everything is white. I'm doing a pinch twist. This one. And now I can cut the rest of the 260 and twist the pinch twist inside. In this way.
Okay.
So you can create more pressure around this circle and give more stability to your composition.
Yeah.
The stability is something really important when you create some kind of color. And I repeat the same also on the top.
Yeah.
Just 1 second is really the last detail I'm doing for today.
So you could obviously make these much bigger with that 6x6. You can make it much taller.
You can do it taller, absolutely. If it's taller, it's also better. But right now, it was difficult to manage.
I understand.
For the filming. I repeat the same also on the top. I have to arrange a little bit better the position of these. I think it's...
So what have you used this kind of column for before, Alberto?
Oh, this kind of column I have used several times, especially for event like, for example, baptism, I think in English, sorry,
Yeah.
baptism,
Baptism, yeah.
or for communion, or even for wedding, because
Oh.
are elegant and in the same moment very classic.
Yeah.
And when I use for baptism, for example, I used to put over a small angel,
Okay. Yeah.
an angel, so and giving also some detail pink if is a girl, or pale blue if boy.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's wonderful. I really like it. I've never seen anything quite like that. It's really a different kind of column that I think you could sell as something more sophisticated. Yeah, that's great.
You know, in the offer that you have about the DVDs,
Yeah.
in the columns DVDs, the speak about column, you have also the bigger, the higher version.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna mention that because if you're not aware, Alberto, what we have done is digitized his DVDs, and you can get them at Balloon School Pro, which is our Vimeo channel. So you just head over, just type Balloon School Pro into Google, and the Vimeo channel will come up, and all of the DVDs are there available to purchase. So thank you for reminding me that, Alberto. So Alberto, as you know, I've got to remind you of something now. As a guest on BMTV, you get to ask the question of the week. Do you have a question to ask everybody out there?
Oh, my question of this is quite difficult. I was not prepped, honestly, but the question could be is really important. It's really important to be all the time informed about the industry, about new techniques, about these things. So my could be not a real question, but I can say and invite to the people, don't take to distance with the industry, because this lockdown period, the industry, it seems that is a little bit distance from us. But do you really, you have to do the question to the industry and tell to the industry when you start again with the new classes, how we can be in contact with you, how we can learn more and more. There are many different ways to do it. Your channel, for example, is one of this beautiful way, but there are also other, and probably don't take the excuse that we are locking down often. Don't to be informed and grow up your style and your knowledge about balloons.
So the question could be, how do you most like to learn about the industry?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Okay.
You synthesized very well.
I tried. Alberto, thank you so much for that. It's really nice, and thank you for coming all the way from Italy in your mum's house. It's been lovely to see you again, and the beard, and look forward to talking to you again at some point soon.
I'm prepping for the next interview for Christmas. So I'm prepping.
Definitely, you're halfway there. Halfway there. Anyway, thank you so much, Alberto.
It was my. Thank you very much.
And thank you, everybody out there, for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you've not subscribed, please do. Just hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell icon so you'll be notified every time we upload a new show. Stay safe, stay happy, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.